Hey there, YouTube. Corncob Piper coming at you. It is Sunday evening. Hope everybody's had a great weekend. This is going to be another episode of Puffin Burley. We're going to be doing a review today of a budget-friendly Burley blend that I picked up recently, and this one actually has been quite surprising to me, but we'll get to that in a little bit. The tobacco that we're going to be reviewing today is Daughters and Ryan Cockstrong. This is blended by Mark Ryan. He's the master blender over there. And this must be some old packaging that they're using because it used to be called Two Daughters and now it's called Daughters and Ryan. This one still says Two Daughters on the package, and the born on date here is October 25th, 2016. So this blend is a Burley, Oriental, and Virginia blend. Very, very much Burley forward on this. And this tobacco, as of October 1st, 2017, costs like $6.50 for 3.5 ounces of it. So you do get quite a bit for the cost. This is a ribbon cut, and I'll go ahead and show this to you now. Let me go ahead and adjust my camera here. So this tobacco comes drier than any other tobacco I've ever had before. I'm guessing that a lot of people might be buying this stuff for roll your own cigarettes or something like that. But it does make a very good pipe tobacco as well. Mostly what I'm seeing here is Turkish and dark Burley, a little bit of Virginia here and there. But I think the main components of this are the dark Burleys, the Turkish, and just enough Virginia in here to add a little bit of a sweetness. I'll give you a close-up here. But this tobacco comes bone dry. So if you think that like Cornell and Deal blends come dry, this one comes drier, like I said, than any other tobacco I've ever smoked. And I did try adding some moisture to this tobacco with one of my smokes, and it wasn't as satisfying. But we'll touch on that here in a minute as well. I'll get readjusted here. So for the tin note, or it's like a plastic tub, like you would get margarine in. What I pick up in here is mostly the Burley, a raisiny smell, a little bit of earthiness and tanginess from the Turkish, and a definite sweetness and almost like an applesauce smell from the Virginia. This is not cased or topped in any way. This is just a straight tobacco. And we'll go ahead and light up and discuss the taste profile. So first off, we'll get to the moisture level. So because this tobacco is so dry and it's cut in a very, very thin ribbon, it does burn very quick. I'm smoking it in my Morgan Stubby 20. Normally I get a 30 to 40 minute smoke out of this bowl. With this stuff I'm going to end up more like 15 to 20 minutes. When I did add moisture to the tobacco, it did make the smoke closer to 30 minutes for me. However, the taste profile changed quite a bit when the moisture was added. I guess there's a reason why the blender kept this so dry, because it does taste, in my opinion, much better the way it comes straight from the tin as opposed to adding moisture. The moisture really mellowed a lot of the flavors and they didn't come through as strongly. So a lot of times I've been smoking Cornell and Dill Shandy Gaff on the way to work because it's a quick smoke for me. 15-20 minute bowl this size. I got about a 20 to 30 minute commute to work every day, and I've been looking for something similar but with a different taste profile. that I could add to my morning smoke rotation. And I think I found it with Daughters and Ryan's Cockstrong. So on the taste profile for this, it pretty much stays the same from the first light all the way to the end of the bowl. This does burn very cleanly, very smoothly, very little relights. It'll burn all the way down to a fine white ash. Flavor profile in here is mainly, like I said, Burley's. You get a lot of nuttiness, maybe a little bit of molasses out of that Burley. I said earlier that I think this is mostly dark Burley because this does have a spicy flavor to it. And I know almost like there's a perique in it. If you were to hand this to me and I were to smoke it, I would probably swear to you that there was perique in here. However, there is not. So that red Burley, I think, is definitely adding that nice spiciness to the blend that you would get from a perique. The Turkish adds a earthy note to it. I think it helps pull some of that bitterness out also from the dark Burley. And when you do get, take a puff and you really get that Turkish leaf, it definitely adds a velvety, buttery texture to the smoke as well, which I like quite a bit. And then the Virginias in here, I think, are in pretty small quantities. Definitely can pick up on some sweetness, some grass hay-like notes from time to time. But the Virginia is very, very much in the background. The star of the show here, obviously, Burley, but you can taste the Turkish quite as well throughout the bowl. Just pick up on the Virginia from time to time, but you really do need to mix a Virginia with a Burley to make that Burley tobacco much palatable. And Mark Ryan's done a great job in this blend. Now, I'll say once again, being a former cigarette smoker, I have a very hard time judging the nicotine level in a tobacco. However, from all the reading that I've done on this, this one packs a punch in the vitamin N category. Quite a bit of nicotine in here, I guess. So for anybody sensitive to nicotine, this tobacco would probably be best smoked on a full stomach. No tongue bite whatsoever. And like I said, the thing that shocked me the most in here is that there's no perique in here, because this has a very similar taste profile to Cornell and Deal's Haunted Bookshop, if you were to add the addition of Turkish into that. So that's what really this blend tastes like to me, is Haunted Bookshop with the addition of Turkish. Now, for some of you, the fact that this smokes very, very quickly might not be, you might not find that attractive. However, I do, because like I said, I've been looking for another blend to smoke on my way to work. I found it in this one, and it is cheap, which is, another nice bonus as well. I was shocked with this one. Most of these cheaper, I guess this isn't really over-the-counter, but it's over-the-counter price tobacco. I haven't really cared for too much, but this one I enjoy very, very much. It will work its way into my daily rotation. And this will probably be my last Burley review for a while, being as I'm switching over to some fall blends here. It's October 1st, so this will be my last Burley that I smoke for at least a month, other than Haunted Bookshop. I'll be doing a video tomorrow if you want to check out what tobaccos I plan on smoking for the month of October. Kind of Halloween themed tobaccos. There's 8 of them, but one of them is Haunted Bookshop, which I've already done a review of, and I will be reviewing all the other 7 tobaccos. Some of them being aromatics, so if you're into aromatics and you want to watch some reviews on that, definitely check out the channel I plan on doing, because I have so many to do in a month. a review every Wednesday and Sunday to get through those before November hits, and I switch over to my Christmas blend. So for my 5-star rating on Daughters and Ryan Cockstrong, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 stars. Just a very, very nice blend, and a pleasant surprise on the fact that you can get 3.5 ounces of what I think is a good quality tobacco for only $6.50. Hope everybody's enjoyed watching my review of Daughters of Ryan Cockstrong, and as always, YouTube, keep on piping.